when they do the survey for the Fortune Best 100 companies, I'll tell you where we score low. Do you want something funny? Our lowest score is the question, I see myself retiring from Hot Topic. It is the only question in which we score low. And I think it's because our average employee is 25 years old. And to them, retirement is so far on the horizon, they can't even think about it as they're answering the questionnaire.
I'm obsessed with Hot Topic.
Hot Topic is an edgy retailer of licensed products like t-shirts, clothes, and accessories. It's pretty much alternative and pop culture with an emphasis on modern music. Torrid is a fashion store for more mature women that caters to shoppers looking for plus-sized options. Two very different stores but run by the same company, Hot Topic Incorporated, often seen on Best Small Companies and Best Company to Work For lists for most of its 20-year history. These two businesses reflect the passion for fashion of Hot Topic's current CEO, Betsy McLaughlin.
The culture at Hot Topic and Torrid is really based on a passion for the concept. At Hot Topic, it's a passion for music. At Torrid, it's a passion for fashion. And unlike many other companies, that passion is shared across all parts of the organization. Whether you're in a store, whether you're in a distribution center, whether you're working in the office, whether you're in my job, whether you're answering phones, all of us share a passion for the product and a passion for the inspiration behind the product.
Betsy's unusual leadership fosters a unique corporate culture. Structurally, the company doesn't differ much from other retailers. But Hot Topic has earned a fierce loyalty from its employees thanks to its great working environment.
Many of our employees are customers, so unlike other companies, we share customers' employees in the same base. Fitting in is important, and one of the tenets of our culture is being recognized for what you contribute to the organization. Whether we had 15 stores 15 years ago or whether we have 800 stores as we do today. So from a cultural standpoint, being able to really contribute in that way is important.
Now, passion is a word you hear a lot around Betsy McLaughlin. You'll find it in the fanatical, underserved niche markets that Torrid and Hot Topic each service, and you'll find it in the employees whose passion it is to serve them. To nurture that passion, Hot Topic keeps up on current culture with incentives like the Concert Reimbursement Program.
The way it works is if you go to a concert, you can take someone else with you, put that on an expense report. Your only price of admission is to fill out a fashion report.
Recently I went to the Coachella Music Festival. We saw Yeah Yeah Yeahs, Massive Attack, Depeche Mode, so we saw tons of bands. Like for instance, we'll go to a show and we see all these kids wearing skinny jeans.
Skinny leg black jean is something that is punk to the core. A lot of things with studs, black, heavy buckles. Right now for women is to wear these with the footless tights and maybe a short little skirt on top.
Frontline store employees then carry their passion for bands with them as they grow with the company. Since Hot Topic hires from within, that means that as people progress, they bring the culture with them into the company headquarters in City of Industry, California.
Well, at Hot Topic, the inspiration behind all of our product is music. Music drives the product that we buy, music drives the store design, and music drives the people that we hire. From the standpoint of passion, you've got to have that passion to be able to provide the customer with a shopping environment that they will also feel passionate about.
To reflect that open, dynamic culture, the management of Hot Topic made some very unusual choices about its space. To improve coworkers' comfort, security, and feeling of belonging, they did away with one of the most common icons of modern corporate culture.
You'll notice that there are no walls and there are no doors, and all of us sit in one big room and we share space. Collaboration is really important to all of us. Keeping a pulse on the culture, I believe, is directly attributable to the kind of space that we all share on a daily basis.
This open-door culture means that there isn't the usual emphasis on hierarchy. It also means that employees feel more free to make decisions. The company supports risks taken by employees within reason when it solves problems and satisfies customers.
I think one of the reasons for our terrific success has been the open communication that we have here. It's part of our culture. Anybody can talk to anybody at any time. So a store associate can pick up the phone and call me.
I think having this open environment and the music and everything going it increases your energy. You kind of feed off of all the other people around you.
This place is great. I often joke that it's like working from home.
It makes it easier to manage a team because there's no walls or no doors, so there's no ivory tower at all. I mean, it's the minute someone's out of your chair, the next person's in, and it makes it a very equal environment.
I had to become accustomed to dressing down. That was hard for me.
I've been to several different companies, businesses, offices, and nothing's ever looked like this.
We want to hear from everyone, and there's so much communication that happens on a daily basis between the buyers and the associates, between store managers and me. It's really inspiring to be able to have those kinds of conversations with people who are passionate about the business.
Of course, equity and involvement aren't the only issues that an employee is concerned with. As Hertzberg observed, there are hygiene factors that may not seem motivational when present, but which cause dissatisfaction when absent. Basic salary and compensation, as well as perks, fit into this category.
We offer cell phone discounts, health fairs, massages on site. We have scholarships that we reimburse associates for.
One that we always have running is the DEOM program and the EOM program, the Employee or District Employee of the Month. We send them a card signed by Betsy, our CEO, with $20 and a pin that just says Employee of the Month. And so it just thanks them for being super rad.
We also offer 980. It's a program that enables all employees here at the office to work 80 hours over a period of 9 days, meaning you have every other Friday off, whatever they want to use it for.
Victor Vroom observed that an employee is constantly asking themselves if the rewards are worth the effort. To keep employees answering yes, Hot Topic makes sure that every employee feels empowered to do their job.
One of the great pieces of our culture is this idea that we want to invest in people.
I've been working in Torrid for 4 days. The training program for Torrid, we have the heart training. You do your heart training, and that's what I'm going through right now. I'm not actually finished yet. I like working here most of all just because of the people you meet, and it's a good experience because you make other girls feel good about shopping, which is fun.
We do an 8-hour culture orientation that focuses on how to do your job. So we spend time talking about who is that customer and how will you personally exceed that customer's expectation.
Hot Topic Incorporated and their retail stores Hot Topic and Torrid are definitely cutting-edge companies. And when we look at the leadership within the company, we see evidence of a little Theory Y technique, which keeps customers and staff happy and loyal.
I attribute our success to the passion that our employees feel. And I think the ability to be able to contribute to an organization and add value. We hear it over and over and over again that I can make a difference here. And isn't that what we all want?
While Hot Topic is committed to bringing music-inspired clothes and accessories to its customers, their Torrid stores seek to fill a new, underrepresented niche.
The idea of Torrid started to come up back in the late 90s. And we heard from customers of Hot Topic about wanting larger sizes. And so we realized that here was a niche that was untapped. And again, as a retailer, you just love the idea of a niche that nobody else is playing in.
Young plus-sized women have difficulty finding flattering clothing at all in mainstream outlets, let alone highly stylish fashions. Torrid was Betsy's way of doing something for this market.
We had young girls walking in the store and bursting out in tears because they couldn't believe they had finally found a place that they could feel like it was home. They would try goods on in the dressing room, come out of the dressing room, and their mothers would cry. Because anyone who has been around a plus-size teenager knows how difficult an ordeal it is to shop for clothes. So here, all of a sudden, fun, cool clothes in a size that fits, with fit specs that are for a young woman.
Every new endeavor that Hot Topic undertakes provides fun opportunities not only for new employees, but for existing employees. Since moving within the company is encouraged, there seems to be a collective feeling of excitement about available options.
As we grow bigger and bigger, we need certain things that we didn't need before. Like we're starting to have our own product development team, which means we're going to do our own product, and that's going to sort of morph into also a trend and forecasting team to help the buyers have a cohesive vision, since there's so many of us. So that's where I kind of want to head into, something where I can just still be creative without just being just managerial.
Betsy and her crew are always looking for new ways to improve the Hot Topic experience for both customers and employees.
How do we continue to refresh ourselves, and how do we continue to get those new ideas put into our heads? It's a different generation now. When we were all growing up, there was no internet. Music was not as available as it is today. And so we've got to learn how to communicate well. We have to understand MySpace. We have to understand journal sites. We have to understand music technology. We have to understand iPods. And the only way we can do that is to get inside our customers' and our employees' heads. I love the growth. I love the challenge of growing a concept and the entrepreneurial spirit that comes with tackling a new concept. And as customers, I love taking their questions and having intellectual conversation with them about the strategy for the company. I love the people that I work with. I'm lucky. We've all chosen most of the people we want to work with. A lot of us have been here for a long time, so I love the fact that I can come to work every day and work alongside people who I genuinely like as human beings and who share many of the same values that I have in life. I love the team.